Sorry, the GDP per capita in my country is a 2007 estimate, which is a 2007 estimate.
What is the GDP? I will come back for the reply, Kata. Macedonia.
A dynamic growth pattern of the economy. It simply means that establishing a growth pattern which is full of ideas and will help to generate hard currencies such as the dollar, pound sterling, and the euro. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Macedonia.
I believe it's a good program. First of all, it's exposing our children at this age to the entire world. One, they are getting to know the kind of things that takes place in the wider world. They are being groomed to know exactly what it means to take decisions, be on your own, and how to negotiate. I believe with these traits, if a child is able to imbibe them at this age, it will go a long way to improve the type of leaders will have in the future, because basically what they are learning here is about leadership, is about taking decisions at higher levels, is about knowing what goes on in the world, the problems that other people are having.
From my point of view, I think it's very educative. It shows how open-minded the children are. It helps. For now, during our days, we have this current affairs, but for now I think they don't have. But with this program, it's going to encourage them to know more and then do better concerning countries and others.
That's my point of information. In relation to the achievement of universal primary education, the best way to eradicate extreme poverty is to set up a program to provide nourishing lunches for kindergarten children.
Thank you very much, Honorable Delegate from Israel. All delegates have 1 minute to just address the House. Tell us basically what progress your country has made in achieving the MDGs. Honorable Delegate from China.
The government has set up a center for poverty reduction, which publicizes poverty eradication of different countries, thus enhancing the capacity building poverty reduction, which has declined the poverty in China from 250 million in 1967 to 2019.
Thank you very much, Honorable Delegate from China.
I think it's a good thing to have happened to our children. They are getting all the needed exposure. They have the chance to meet with other people from other schools all over the country. And beyond that, the chance to travel abroad and to be part of an international group of children who would want to look into the future and be prepared so that when it's their turn to manage affairs of the world, they'll be ready. And I think it's a good thing to have happened to them.
Honorable Delegate from Colombia.
In Colombia, poverty, hunger, and illiteracy are serious problems that the country has noticed. As a result, the government has launched a campaign, which is known as the Campaign No Excuses 2015, Colombia Without Poverty, Hunger, and Illiteracy. The government has increased overall public spending as moved towards universal primary schooling. Thus, low-income households are receiving a larger share of expenditures than the richer ones. This implies that primary education has reached...
Your time is up.
Thank you.
It has really made my girl very active. She reads and never gets tired. And I believe they are being groomed for the future. And they are learning a whole lot of things they wouldn't have had the opportunity to.
I think it's very educative. And my child had not been part of it. He recently joined, but within the short period of time, if you look at his composure, the way he's been able to put things in order, the way he's able to plan and do his research, I think he's put him on a very good track record. I think that the sky is his limit. He can move everywhere, socialize with anybody. he can do a lot of things that for once he wasn't. But now I've seen that a lot of things have changed in his life, and I believe that it's a group that I recommend for every parent to get the word participate, because the exposure is quite enormous. And if he's able to perform well, I believe that now things are going to be well defined, and he can do a lot of things, which I believe that it will be beneficial both to the family, the country, to his school and everything. So I would recommend LifeLink to most of the parents who are not aware of this, because it's quite beneficial and helpful.
The challenges we are facing boils down to funding. What is happening is that we don't really get funding from people, so in the end we are limited. We want to go very far, we want to extend to the other regions of the country, but it all has to do with money, So if you are able to get proper funding, I think it's a very good investment that the nation would be proud of. We actually train them on how to collect country information. We train them on how to research conference topics. What we do is that we give them topics to go and research. Okay, so we equip them with their skills, and then we train them on how to do public speaking, effective public speaking, how to negotiate and lobby, because negotiation and lobbying skills don't come like that. You have to train the person to know, and once you have a good negotiation skills, you can come here, you have the confidence, and then we build their confidence level. We realize that most of them are so timid because they haven't been exposed to the kind of skills that we had been privileged to be exposed to. So that's the basic trainings that we give them.
I think LifeLink is playing a very important role in promoting youth in Ghana and their education. Education isn't just what we read in books or learn in school. Education is also the experiences we have in life, and LifeLink is doing a good job of providing children with good experiences that they can learn a lot from.
Now I call on a representative from Middle East and Asia to present their draft resolution.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The Asian and Middle East book, noting with deep concern that gender discrimination, lack of women empowerment, and non-cooperation of parents due to illiteracy hinders the achievement of universal primary education.
On behalf of the United States Ambassador to Ghana, Donald Teitelbaum, I want to congratulate you on your participation in the Junior High School Model United Nations 2008. By participating here today, you're continuing a decades-long tradition of seeking a global solution to the world's problems, whether it's peacekeeping and international security, human rights and humanitarian assistance, or social and economic development. It is more than simply a cliche to say that it's going to take all of us to work together to make a better place for us to live in, for our children to live in, and our children's children to live in. The United Nations has been a global voice of reason for decades, and now you are able to add your voice to the chorus of calls for a better world. Again, I commend you for your involvement in the United Nations program, and perhaps one day you will become your country's representative to the United Nations in New York.
If you're able to get funding, okay, it would help a lot, because what is happening is that these children we see today are going to be the future leaders. We are going to have leaders who tomorrow will say that we would want to go to the negotiating table instead of taking to the streets. You can also go and negotiate and have things done. We want to bring out the kind of leadership that respects peace, okay, that no matter what it is, we would want to sit and talk rather than have it in the other way. So we will just plead to organizations, NGOs, to come to our aid and give us the sponsorship. If you give us the money, it's a good investment. We are going to reach out to, because at the moment we are limited. We are only in Accra. Okay, we can go to the other regions and then equally teach them.